Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I'm, as usual, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So today we have an exciting new project that I haven't actually spoken about, but I find very, very interesting. I think it has a ton of potential. One of these early birds in my eyes, one that could explode to 100 million market cap and above. Now we are talking about Laika, okay? So Laika, guys, is built on the base chain, okay? The layer 2 on top of ETH, you guys know it, cheaper transactions, quicker. So now we are seeing a lot of meme coins popping up on it, lots of opportunities. So really, really good stuff. Now, so far, ladies and gentlemen, they already are on CoinMarketCap, so you can go check them out. You can also look, if you want more in depth, on Deck Screener what has been happening. So lots and lots of growth has actually been going on. For those of you that managed to catch it early, well done. But I think we're getting ready for that next massive pump, okay? So this pump could happen anytime because lots of central exchange listings will be announced. We're talking about partnerships. We're talking about, just ETH pumping in general. So as you guys can see, more buys than sells are going on. The volume is insane, incredible. Lots of influencers are discussing, this coin. So really, really happy to see this. Now, let's have a look a little bit of, into the story of this. Now, Laika, guys, for those of you that don't know Laika, you can go check it out, do your own research a little bit, but you get an idea of it, right? You see the images. This is almost like the vintage dog. So Laika was a Soviet stray dog, a mixed breed between a husky and a terrier, who became the first living creature to orbit the Earth. She was launched on aboard the Sputnik 2 supercraft on November 3rd, 1957, during the height of the Cold War and the space race, chosen for her small size, calm temperament, and ability to endure harsh conditions. Laika became a symbol of both scientific progress and sacrifice. Sadly, the mission was one way, and Laika died a few hours after launch, likely due to overheating. Her story left a lasting impact on the world and sparked ethical debates about the use of animals in scientific research. Now, when I said go do your own research in terms of Laika, guys, there are documentaries, small clips, so if you really have an interest in history. But I think these are one of these narratives that are very popular. A lot of people know Laika. This is why it already automatically creates that trust and confidence with the investors. Now, sometimes, when coins come up with just a random name, a random animal, people are like, well, okay, this is them just trying to hype it up. So they don't have that, these few steps ahead of others. But Laika already has solidified itself because it's based on something that has happened in the past. Now, the tokenomics, let's have a look at this. You've got, obviously, the supply at 1 billion, very good. Liquidity pool, 20% burn, 1% Jesse Pollack, 10% Team Wallet. Okay, so everything's very transparent. This is the contract address. I will leave it down below. You can go check out the socials, very important. Now, their X account is definitely growing. We're seeing a lot of information coming out all the time. Okay, so for example, phase 2 is live. We just deployed a $16,000 into the next wave of marketing for the coming week. This isn't a test, it's real and it's serious. Updates will roll progressively throughout the week. Momentum is building, the engine is on. Bullish is an understatement. So you're going to see a lot of actually influencers talking about Laika. A lot of them also just are fascinated by base. I believe that base is going to be pumping everything. So if you have an interest, guys, time is not on your side. You better start making moves, otherwise it's going to be too late. Also, it says here, we're not associated with any other projects. We repeat once again, we do not partner with any other project to avoid misunderstandings, to avoid finding ourselves in a bad situation. The project associated with us were to scam you. So, they're trying to keep it as ethical as possible, trying to, be transparent, honest, and really the intention here is to take it to the moon. Simple as that. Otherwise, they wouldn't be investing into everything that is going on right now. You know how it works with the rugs out there. They just come out very quickly. They hype up and then nothing. They go to zero because the devs are selfish. But this already has a lot of history. I can actually pull it back and really lots and lots of things going on. So very happy about this. Also, what needs to be stressed is the fact that, like I've always said, it's that full transparency, it's that trust that first needs to be built on, and that's what they are doing. Like, for example, here you've got the post saying Laika supply distribution, full transparency. At Laika, transparency is one of our core values. Here's a clear breakdown of how the token supply has been managed since launch. Right, so you've got the total supply at launch 100%, approximately 30% was purchased by the team at launch, 20% was burned immediately, reducing total supply and increasing scarcity. 2.1% was sent to Jesse Pollack as a strategic contribution. That left us with 8% remaining. 5% was sold to fund the initial marketing push necessary to build and grow the project. We currently hold 3%, which equals 30 million Laika. Okay, so we plan to sell an additional 1% when the market cap is higher to fund further large-scale marketing and initiatives. Will retain 2% long-term to support projects' ongoing deployment. No possibility of a rug pull. A clean, healthy distribution of token supply. The team has no control over the chart. Everything is organic and based on real progress. This is a project built on transparency, effort, and community trust. So definitely very nice to see this type of stuff, knowing that they are doing everything to build a strong community, to get it out there, to let the people know they're here. They're here and they're going to support everyone and everything. So I'm very, very kind of excited what the future looks like. I think in terms of growth, they've already proven itself. They can move. That's the whole point. They've done, they went over 3 million. That's wild. Imagine if you had gotten in at like 200k market cap. But that's the thing with crypto, it's very volatile and lots of opportunities to make money if it is a decent project with a good team behind it, one that is constantly keeping you updated. So like I've said, it is your decision, your choice. But at the end of the day, you are the one responsible to create this future. You cannot blame it on anyone else. I'm just here for, information purposes, but it is up to you to decide whether you want to go ahead with this. That's it. Okay? So, like I've said many times, a team that is willing to put up the money, like for example here, Member the Whale Pod just paid this for Laika 1 week for $14,000, trending bar ad on Dex screener. That's beautiful. Willing to get it out there, give it the exposure, push it, get these first centralized exchanges paid, get more of them paid. It just never, ever stops. The money's flowing in. The money is obviously going to carry on flowing in. But most importantly, this is one of these full-time vision projects, the ones where people have to go in with that long-term mindset. If we just went in with short-term mindset, we're like, okay, we're just waiting for them to get listed on some exchange and then we'll drop out. Guys, it'll never work out. You'll never make big money. The only way you can ever make massive money is that you wait it out. And this is the best time since the altcoin season's around the corner. There are a lot of investors that are going to be coming in, looking at the charts, at what the team has done, and they're going to be putting in crazy money that's going to pump this. So look at these entry positions. Beautiful. Yes, it dipped, but it's an opportunity for you guys to load up at these dirty cheap prices. So yeah, I'm going to have to leave it here. Guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate all the support. Let's keep going. Let's keep pushing. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.